We are basically halfway through the NBA season. All-Star break's coming up next month, and I just wanted to do a quick little video, both East and Western Conference, on who I think is going to finish out the NBA standings, the ways 1 through 8, and just kind of seeing how halfway through the season how things have played out. I'm going to give my final predictions. All right, number 8, I'm going to do the Brooklyn Nets. They're sitting at 16-20. And with the injuries to Kyrie Irving, of course, Kevin Durant hasn't played at all this season. We're still waiting on his debut. That won't be until next year. The Brooklyn Nets really didn't have high expectations coming into the year because they knew that they weren't going to have KD. This team has done pretty well with Spencer Dinwiddie, Joe Harris, Kyrie Irving through parts of the season, but otherwise, this team isn't exciting. I just see them getting absolutely smacked by Milwaukee. Whoever the 8th seed is in the East, they're going to get smacked by Milwaukee, but I think it's going to be Brooklyn. Coming in at the 7th seed, I got the Orlando Magic. They have underachieved in my eyes. This team is supposed to be much better, especially defensively. They're supposed to be stout. Injuries due to Vucevic and Jonathan Isaac now have kind of derailed them a bit. Vucevic is actually back now. Jonathan Isaac's probably going to be out, possibly the rest of the season. Al-Farouq Aminu had a season-ending injury as well. I think Markelle Fultz is having a great comeback season. I'm glad to see him doing well. And I think the Magic, they're going to start doing better once post All-Star break. That's what happens statistically. Number 6 is going to be a shock to a lot of people. I have the Philadelphia 76ers coming in at number 6. Right now, this team just doesn't know what their identity is. They don't know whether they're actually going to be a powerhouse in the East, which they should be. They really need shooting. That's what they're going for right now. Coming up towards the trade deadline, they need to go out and get a guy like an Andre Iguodala. They need to go out and get like a Glenn Robinson, just somebody that's a great role player but can do a lot of different things, but they really do need shooting. Trey Burke off the bench has been a nice spark lately, but Ben Simmons needs to become a shooter. Joel Embiid needs to be a more consistent, dominant big man on an every night basis. I'm not disrespecting Joel Embiid, still a fantastic center, probably the best center up there with Jokic, but Joel Embiid just needs to become more consistent and much more of a dominant big man instead of standing out on the three-point shooting line, because that's not really his strength at all. And that leads me on to number 5, who I have the Toronto Raptors. This team was not expected to be the same after Kawhi Leonard has just left Toronto to go to the Clippers. Now, you can't ever doubt a championship coach team. Nick Nurse has done a fantastic job with his team, Kyle Lowry, and there are other parts surrounding them, Serge Ibaka, Marc Gasol. This team is still very, very good, and this team can actually still surprise a lot of people come playoff time. I think in the regular season they're still going to be, and I think that they're very good, so that's why I got them at about just a number 5 seed in my opinion. Number 4 may come as a shock to some people. I have the Indiana Pacers. They have gone this far throughout the season without their best player in Victor Oladipo, their all-star shooting guard, point guard, whatever you want to call him. They're sitting at the 6th seed, but this Indiana Pacers team is doing so much better than what a lot of people expected them to do, to be, and this team, Nate McMillan has done such a fantastic job with this team. I'm really excited to see what Victor Oladipo can do once this team gets back, because they have such great parts around them, and I really think that this team is really going to elevate, especially in that second half of the season. I think Indiana is going to be fantastic. All right, at the 3 seed, I got the Miami Heat. They're going to actually make the run in the East, and I think they're actually going to be the team to make the Eastern Conference Finals with the Milwaukee Bucks. If I had to project right now, this Miami team has done so much better than literally everyone expected. Everyone knew Jimmy Butler was a dog. Everyone knew Tyler Hero was a solid point guard, and Eric Spoelstra was a championship-level coach. But nobody expected this Miami Heat team to be sitting at the number 2 seed at this point in the season. Most people probably didn't even have them as a top 3 seed, and they're sitting at the number 2 seed. They are coming in at the 2 seed. I got the Boston Celtics. I think I like this team so much better than I did last year. Last year, we had all the drama with Kyrie Irving, not knowing how the team was going to fit. Gordon Hayward consistently getting injured, not playing up to the role that he's not playing up to the $134 million that Gordon Hayward had signed a couple years back after he had departure from Utah. Kemba is a much better fit point guard wise and less ball dominant, I would say, for this Boston Celtics team. The Celtics team could definitely make a run. I don't see it happening. I think Miami, I think Philadelphia are just a bit better. Clear and cut, it's going to be the Milwaukee Bucks. We all know that this team was built around Giannis. Giannis is the bona fide star. He's the best player in the league up there with Kawhi Leonard. And Giannis is the best defensive player probably all around. I think defensive player of the year. He's going to be in contention again. He's going to be another candidate. He's going to be up there with guys like Gobert. And I cannot believe that they don't have a bona fide second star. Chris Middleton, I guess if you want to call him that. He's an all-star, but we all know Chris Middleton's nothing special. I just can't believe how great of a player Giannis is at 24 years old. He's going to run away with the East. They are just going to absolutely annihilate everyone that comes their way, I think, come playoff time. But alrighty, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know, what do you guys think about the Eastern Conference predictions I have? And then I want you guys in the comments down below, tell me what do you guys think is more realistic, 1 through 8, what you agree or disagree with. Any other video topics y'all want me to do? The next one's going to be the Western Conference video I'm going to put out. My latest video is always going to be posted right here, and the video before that, there's going to be a link to subscribe down below. Thank you guys so much, and I'm out.